Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed to our new options trading live channel, link is below in the description. If you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Both are free. Today was crazy. I'm in shock. I just want to say that. I don't even know what to say. S&P futures closed down over 10%. We're at 10.69% right now. They just closed a little bit ago. And Apple closed down 988. It's already down another 8 points from where it was. But before we get into that, just to kind of show you how I did today. I did close a little bit higher, above $900 in realized profit today. I rode the 270-250 put, and then I had the 255 put on Apple. I did make $30 on the oil futures, so I was up about 950. I did short the VIX a little bit too early, and that I do have the 57.5 put, and there was 100K. Look at this, 100K volume right on this put right here. 100K. Crazy. So I went for it. Got in a little bit too early. But what I want to say though, when I put that trade on, at 1 o'clock Central Time. So I put that trade on 1 o'clock Central Time, and which is right around here. It was like 64 or 65 area, and this moved 10 points higher, and I'm only down 20%. So there was an implied volatility IV expansion in that. I thought that I was going to try to short VIX. Definitely wasn't the right move. So we'll see what VIX opens up at tomorrow. But at this rate, we have SPY already down almost $5, $4 right now from where it closed. It closed at 248. It's currently at 243. At this point, you're starting to wonder, like, hey, are we ever going to get a green day again? That's how bad things were. My target for Friday was to be 260 at Apple, and we opened at 255 today on Apple, and it's currently 238. We closed at 248, and my target was trying to see if, let me zoom in a little bit here, if this was going to be an area of support, and we just cut right through like nothing. We just cut like right through. So now for Apple, I'm looking at the 220 area. Tomorrow, I'm only riding the VIX put into tomorrow. I have to be gone in the morning, so I didn't want to be scrambling with positions on taking stuff off, especially Expiration Friday. I didn't really want to roll into next week, so I didn't really roll into any new trades. The only thing that I have on right now is this one VIX put, which I'm probably going to lose on. I haven't had a losing trade for over a week, and this is probably going to be the one that, unless we get some volatility that quickly dries up, which right now the 20-year high for the VIX is 89. We're currently at 76. And what was really telling to me with the VIX today, and if we look at the S&Ps, we were basically flat here around 2,500 near the close. And near the close here, VIX started to break out even though the S&Ps weren't moving. So VIX started to break out and S&Ps weren't moving, and then we saw a huge down move. We dropped from the highs to lows, almost like basically a 90-point move here from the high at 24.42 down to 24.49, almost 100-point move. Almost 100-point move. We did see a 100-point move right here, 24.42 up to 25.42. So 100-point move. We had a crazy intraday swing, and mainly due to the Fed is pumping $1 trillion into the market, $1.5 trillion into the financial system, and that was news. It hasn't happened yet, so we're not. Usually the pumps come in overnight. We'll see what happens. That was just the spike on the news. So they didn't actually just dump $1.5 trillion in right when that news came out. This spike was due to the news, not to the actual pump. There was some confusion in our Discord, so I just wanted to clear that up. My voice, I've been doing so many videos with the stock market, my voice is a little crazy right now. But the Fed is spooked, and we've been saying this. The Fed is spooked since the emergency rate cut. They're saying these changes are being made to address highly unusual disruptions in treasury financing markets. So just that's interesting word to me. They want to address highly unusual disruptions in treasury financing markets. So the Fed is spooked, which if they're spooked, I mean, there's really nobody that can save us right now. I mean, every time there's been, the Trump speeches, it's made things worse. Things are getting worse worldwide. Things, the NBA canceled, MLB canceled today, soccer canceled today, all the sports were canceled, NHL canceled today. They're taking this threat seriously. New York City declared a state of emergency, saying you can't gather more than 100 people in one place. Churches are shutting down. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Right now on SPY, what I'm eyeing at on SPY. So now that we've sliced through 275. I was kind of thinking that we were, like I was saying the other night, like lower 260s I was targeting, and we went right through that today. So now if we slice through 230 like tomorrow, I mean, there's gonna be panic. Right now, I don't think there's really much panic in the markets because the way that they've been slowly ripping this down has been very orderly. There's no panic. Things haven't been crazy. My biggest regret today, though, is not shorting this spike. Especially on Apple. And right now, I'm mostly trading SPY, Apple, and ES futures. My biggest regret is not trading this spike, but I just didn't know. I just didn't know what it was going to do. Is this going to ramp up to 300? I mean, the velocity was crazy. Went up 20 points within 30 minutes and then dropped back down. So, I thought about shorting the spike, but I didn't really want to get in the way. I had some really good trades today, minus VIX. That was afterwards. So minus VIX, had some really good trades today. And I've had a really good week. Last week was good, and I haven't had a losing trade in a while. So I didn't want to just go in there and kind of go all willy-nilly and see what happens. So I took the risk off. I didn't have any risk going into tomorrow except for VIX, and like I said, I'm gonna be off tomorrow in the morning. So I'm not going to be trying to fight the market, and we'll see what happens. Right now, as I've been talking, SPY is down another $2, so it's at 242 now. So we're down almost $6 from where we close at on SPY. SPY closed down $26 today, 9.5%. So, I mean, the best thing that we could do, people out there, thinking that this is easy, and just keep in mind that we're making money right now in the market, but it's also at the expense of others, innocent people, the economy. Try to be a little bit more compassionate when you're flexing your big gains and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, all we need is a crash, but this is going to trickle down, and this is going to have an impact for years. And I like making money. I've been making a lot of money, and things have been good, but just have some compassion for the people that don't have it in control. We have control because we are trading this, we're in it, but people are going to get laid off, people are going to get fired. So, one of the airways, I think it was Norwegian Airways today, is going to lay off 50% of its workers. I mean, we're going to be in for a rough ride. This is just the start. We're just starting out, and it's going terribly. 2020 is off to a rocky start. Money aside, forget the money. People's health is in jeopardy. I mean, that's something that need to be concerned. You can't, no matter how much money in the world that you have, you can't buy health. You can't buy being healthy. So, ask Steve Jobs. If he could, he would have bought it, and he couldn't. So, just have some compassion with people. Leave me a comment. If you made money today, comment made money, got money. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.